Aloha, welcome to BeaDazzle Hawaii. Today we're making sweet berry earrings. I have my findings and my 26 gauge wire for wire wrapping. This is about 5 inches. We have a little bit extra so that you can get a firm grip. My finding, it's already pre-shaped a little bit, but I want to double check and bring this leaf forward a little bit. So I'm just using my plier and bending it forward so it shows when we're done. And if I need to, I check the circle and I use my 3-step plier with the flat edge on the outside to just shape it a little if I need to. And that flat side allows you to do the shaping without putting a dent into it. Now, I'm going to take my wire and make a 1/2 inch bend at the tip. This is just like wire wrapping in our Topaz Harmony earring, some of our other styles. You've seen where there's crystals wrapped around the edge of a wire, of a hoop. This time we're going to start the same way by hooking it onto the finding with a long piece in front, short piece in back, and we're going to just twist those 2 wires around a couple times until it's secure. I'm going to wiggle it close in to the top of the finding. Then I'm actually going to pull that long piece around those leaves, come up from the back, and tighten it right into the corner top of that leaf. Okay, and I'm going to take a 4mm turquoise bead. You can use a 4mm pearl or other stones, even crystals. Drop it down. And then bend my wire so that the pearl placement is right next to that first leaf. I'm going to bring it back down and through the hoop and pull it into that slot right there between the leaf and the stem. And I'm going to go around the stem a couple times to secure that first bead, working up and through and then slightly slanted to work it. I'm working downward on the stem. So the next berry is going to be placed right here where this little tab is sticking out. That tab was created for half drill beads on this finding. If you'd like to glue a bead onto that tab, you can do that too. But right now we're just wiring. So there's the second bead. I'm going to go back through, again catching the wire just at the corner of the next leaf to stabilize it. I'm going to go around again. Slanting it so it goes right around this corner of the leaf and back down, kind of like sewing. And we want to make it tight, both front and back. And then while I'm showing you the back, that tab sticking out, I'm just going to get it out of the way and actually make it useful by grabbing it with my plier and bending it up against that wire that's crossing. So that'll stabilize that bead even more and get it out of the way from the front. Okay, so the next bead is going to be between these two leaves here. So I'm going to bring it up again. Add my third bead, another 4mm, drop it down, and then pull it back through again. Crossing over to the other side from behind, going around the vine, the stem, back down again. Now that one's stable. And there's a little space between the hoop and the stem of the last leaf. So I'm going to pull my wire right through that space between there. If you need to, you can grab the tip of the loose end, the plier, pull it through. Then I'm going to string a 3mm bead just right at the top of the last leaf. I'm going to stabilize that with my thumbnail for now. And I'm going to cut most of this off, but what I want to do is make a little curl at the tip of that last berry bead. So take my wire nipper, and I'm going to leave about 3/4 of an inch. The front tip of my 3-step plier. I'm going to grasp the tip of the wire and just gently roll down. And it can be loosely rolled. Until it's tight against the bead and the bead isn't going to move. And just pull it out. And that will hold the bead on the end. So there's your wire wrap beads, berries. I still have that extra tab there that we started with. It's at the back, so I'm just going to turn it over and clip off that extra from the back. Smooth it over with my chain nose plier. Check to see if there's no snags. Now, we have a kidney-shaped wire. It's an old-fashioned wire, but it's very popular again because you can decorate it with beads, which we're going to do. I'm adding 3mm beads onto my wire. These have large holes, so I can just slip it over. If you need to, you can use a plier to straighten that bent tip to string on smaller beads or beads with smaller holes. Like this one. This is a tiny spacer bead. And it's a little tighter on the wire, so that when I do put that bend back, it'll stop everything from sliding off. So there's our decorated wire, and the way we attach our earring to the wire is there's a little open hook there. We put it through the finding hole from the front, swing it around, and work it down. Now you can use this wire two ways. You can leave this loop open for a convertible wire. You can take this off and add other findings to it. Or you can take a plier and close that loop so it's stable. And then this open hook is used to catch the back of your wire so it won't fall off your ear. So those are our sweet fairy earrings. You can find all these materials and tools at BeaDazzle Hawaii.